Hello boys and girls! Last week we learned about 9 plagues that God has sent over Egypt. Why? Yes, it's because the Pharaoh do not want to let God's people go. Yes, the Israelites. The 9 plagues almost destroyed Egypt. But Pharaoh said, "No, I do not want to let the Israelites go." So God told Moses, "I am going to send one last one, and he will let all of you go." That night, God told the Israelites families to kill a sheep or a goat and smear its blood on each side of the doorpost and a post over the door. Then they should roast the meat in fire with unleavened bread and bitter herbs, and they shall eat it. Before we continue the stories, kids, do you know what are unleavened bread? Unleavened bread are breads that does not have baking soda, eggs, or things to make it rise up like a normal cake. This bread is flat and it may look like a cracker. Yes, this is an unleavened bread. So now let us continue the story. The Israelites have to eat all of the meat, and those that had left over had to be burnt into the fire. Also, they had to eat the lamb with their shoes on and their rods in their hands, and had to eat it in a hurry as it is the Lord's Passover. At midnight, God will pass through the land of Egypt, and he will strike every firstborn of the animal unto the man also. Yes, including Pharaoh's firstborn. Then blood is a sign for the Israelites' houses. If there are blood marks on the door, God will pass over them, and the plague shall not be on them when God strikes the land of Egypt. All of the firstborn of the Egyptians, from Pharaoh down to the servant to the cattle, died. Pharaoh rose up in the middle of the night and with his servants and all of the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt, because there was not one Egyptian house where someone had not died. Pharaoh called Moses and Aaron to the palace and told them, Go away and go and serve your God." He told them to take their flocks, take everything that they need, and go. Even the Egyptians hurried them. The Israelites to go, take your things, shoot, just go, because they are afraid of death. God's people pack up their things, and even the Egyptian gave what God's people, yes, the Israelites, whatever they want, even gold, even silver, even their clothing. Every year afterwards, the Israelites eat this Passover special meal to remind themselves of how God has saved them as a memorial. At the same time, they keep it through their generation. And this marked the very first Passover. Today we have learned the first Passover, as it will remind us of how God is going to save us like how he has saved the Israelites. So today we're going to make a craft of the doorpost just like the Israelites. So what you're going to need are color papers, brown, you can get a black one, red and a white one, including your glue stick, your markers, anything that you need. Just bring it on to the table. First, get the brown paper, fold it into half of the A4 size. Or if you don't have a brown one, you can use white A4 paper and color it brown too. Then draw and cut out 3 oval slimy side shape, which representing the blood. A white piece of paper cut out in a rectangle size is half of your doorpost shape, and write it down. Click 10. It is the Lord's Passover. Put them all together and you have your very own door to remind yourself of today's lesson, the Passover. Kids, if you have done the craft, you can ask Daddy and Mommy's help to send it over to us and we will post it up for you. So see you soon. Bye.